I can
can't
see
help
your
it.
eyes go down
Look
to
at
my
you because
camera.
you're
And you're like,
giggling.
I can't help it because I know for a fact that's something you're going to laugh at. Because it
I
was something
try
I would have
not
laughed
to,
at when
and
I
I'm
was
like,
like
Because
12.
I can see you
Yeah.
holding in the laughter.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's the best one when you can see Sally holding in
Right,
the
that's
laughter,
us
but I can't hold in my
officially
laughter then.
got
Well, it's a
everybody
bit
set.
time. Can we wave? Can we
Yeah.
wave? Is that us on now?
Yous are
For me,
officially
works.
on. I'm still voiceless, but that's about
Hello.
the chat box. Which...
Sorry
Good
about that. We've sacked
evening.
the VX guy and we're getting a new guy in. Hi, welcome to the third episode of The World of Feloria, my homebrew D&D setting by my own creation, set around with all my good friends here. We'll start. Where are we going here? I'm going to have a look at the Twitch screen to see where we're going. To my immediate left. Right, maybe? We will start with our good friend, Rach. Rach, who are you playing this evening?
Hi guys. I am playing Nyla, who is a human monk. And a very new character. I only played her for the first time last week and the week before.
This
So
is true,
just getting
because
used to
unfortunately
last week
we
and the week
lost
before.
poor Nim,
So
the,
just getting used to it
the
last
barbarian,
week.
Nim the paladin, who we all love
Nim the
very
Pebble.
well. Yeah, Nim the Pebble. If you missed that
Nim the
episode, the
Pebble.
inaugural episode of a 20 of a long running campaign for when we were streaming, please watch that. It was very emotional. People died just from watching.
It was so
And
sad.
anyway, and to my immediate bottom, we have James. And let's be honest, James loves nothing than being below me. Hi, James. Who are you playing?
You have to love a bit of dick, don't you? Well, I'm James,
Send the name.
or Jim. I am playing Ronan, the human archer, or human ranger.
Of Ronan, yes. Another new character from we lost another character from first episode. Again, watch first episode. You can get it on YouTube and various other VOD platforms, including Twitch, and for a little while at least, because apparently that disappears after a while. Then to my diagonally right, just below Rachel, we have the eye candy of the stream, who,
I apologise for
who
those
brings in
who's
all the young
underneath
people.
me.
Yes, who brings in all the young peoples. That would be our good friend Napoleon Gold, who will be playing.
Gaz, hey,
Yay!
I'm Leon, also Napoleon Gold. I'm going to be playing Gaz, the human warlock with the heart of gold, who's very naive and doesn't know a lot about the world and depends on his friends to show him right from wrong, and sometimes depends a bit too much on his patron.
Yes, and depending on how you're looking at the screen right now, to his immediate left or right, depending on your way of how 4D works in space, we have the lovely Lee, the ginger of the group. Well, one of the gingers of the group. And who will you be playing, Lee?
First of all, don't define my personality by the fact I'm ginger. I also have a beard.
Yeah, well, listen, there's a few of us who have beards as well, but hey.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll be playing tonight my Portal Cleric. Come on, but you can come around. I am a cleric. I have recently taken a hit to my my alignment because people that I cared for greatly, well, one not so much, and one I did care for greatly, have disappeared. I'm only kidding, Jim. Although I have, in fact, I forgot the character's name already. They died, and Ralph is feeling it very, very hard, and is going to go on a bit of a Archer-style rampage as soon as he gets the chance.
This is very true, and we were looking forward to see how that story progresses as well, especially with our good friend Melgrim. Speaking of Melgrim, who is directly below Jim, so who wouldn't want to be below Jim and be in the sandwich that is Dick and...
Yeah, Jim's just right there in between us, just where he belongs. Yeah. High five. So, yes, Melgrim is a typical angry dwarf, and he wants to stab Ralph in the face. It's as simple as that. That's his character arc.
Yes, a very, very subtle story hint there. You know, he hides it well, is what he does.
It's very subtle.
And last but no most least is probably much the star of the show, the person who can turn anything appropriate and inappropriate, and happens to be salivating at the fact of being below Lee. It is our very own Sally. Sally, who you see here. Who is also called Lee Ralph in the stream for some reason.
Yeah. So she is.
Yes.
Yeah, they deserve to be fired for this one.
I'll just be Mrs. Lee for today. So I'm playing Daphne, who is a Fallen Azima paladin, and she's one of my favorite characters to play. So I hope you enjoy
Oh,
her as
thank
much
you.
as I do, which sounded worse when I said it out loud than it did in my head.
No, certainly.
It
We'll go
didn't
with that.
sound bad at all.
It was one of those scathing indictments or a really good compliment on my behalf, if that's the case. You really enjoyed playing it. Good. I'm
What
so
was your
happy.
character's name again, just so I can write it? The
It is
spelling.
Daphne. I will give you the
She's in
spelling in a minute, my
Scooby
friend.
Dooby
Yes.
Doo.
Yep. She is Daphne. Daphne.
There we go.
So for those who are joining in, just hi, welcome to the show. Where have you been? We've been here for 3 weeks now, apparently. But for all those keeping up in tracks who haven't been keeping up with the show so far, they are all level 5 characters right now, and they are currently in the world of Felorium. Again, a homebrew world that I've been building for years, and then managed to get the chance to play after having a couple of ideas. I had this on story rails, but those rails were promptly broken, and now we are under what we call the Iron Oak Ocean. Now the world is surrounded and just overgrown with trees. Everyone lives above these trees. Again called the Iron Oak Ocean, or so they thought, until the ship they were travelling on from the first episode, the Broken Oar, was was unashamedly, we'll say, attacked and sank into the Iron Oak Ocean itself, where they now reside on the bottom of the canopy. It is a scary place, an unexplored place right now, and from there, they had some following deaths, unfortunately, which happens in D&D sometimes. Sometimes it's written into the script, surprisingly enough, but however, once they got down there and they managed to meet up with each other, they were then promptly attacked by some of the denizens of these canopies on huge, what we thought was kind of woodenish mechanical spiders, until someone made a very good investigation check or perception check and found out that these are actually living spiders being controlled by what they call the Kreen or the Thrakreen that happen to live and reside within the canopy. From there, they promptly tried to fight. Didn't go well. They were then eventually captured. They then met their good companions here, these new companions, shall we say, and Nyla, the human monk, as played by Rachel, and the human ranger, as played by Jim. From there, they were just strolling along to wherever they were going, obviously probably to their captors' huts, where then all of a sudden they went to go to sleep. They woke up the next morning and found their good bard, Sir Janice, who I've just realised is played by our good friend David, who is yet to actually...
I wondered when you were going to notice.
Yeah,
Fucking
who's
professional DM, my boss.
actually to go and introduce himself.
I was waiting patiently.
Yes, so...
I would have just interrupted if I was you.
Yes, tell us about Sir Janice for the whole 5 seconds you get the chance to.
Tell us why you picked the name that has the word anus in it.
Yes.
Because I wanted to make sure it stood out and I knew what your favourite word would be.
That's true.
So for those of us, if we do get the chance to get an introduction to Sir Janice, if he sticks around long enough, he's the greatest bard in the world. He is a half-orc bard, and he's not been having a great time of it recently. He's been trying to be on the road, get his name out there, just to be noticed, and now all of a sudden he's been kidnapped, he's been left alone for months at a time, he's been dragged under the Iron Oak Ocean, and now, eventually, might not even get the chance to wake up, so... see where it goes from here.
Yes, because as we left off, as you woke up and you roused from your not exactly comfortable long rest, however, you as are captured, and we have discussed the mechanics of the being captured rule. You have no access to the likes of key points for the monk or spell slots or anything like that, or any actions at all in regards to second winds or anything like that that you've got available, because you are indeed captured. You wake up to a half dead at this point, shall we say, Sir Janice de Grande, who is currently convulsing and foaming from the mouth from his cage. You were quickly trying to get yourself over to there, realising that might not be the best thing. Daphne will catch you up on this because you will also be captured in this, but don't worry, if you want to jump in any time, let us know. However, we get to the most important bit because we left in the cliffhanger. The 4th death roll for Sir Janice de Grande. Now, he has already passed 2, and he's failed 1. And we all know how this goes. A natural 1 will probably come out right. The first roll of the game, and the most important roll of the game, my friend, would you like to take your 4th death roll?
I have the power to kick him out the stream, and if he rolls a 1, I'm kicking him straight out, no explanation.
Oh no, there will be an explanation.
One mighty way for me to learn that I'm gone.
Oh.
It was with it was a D20 plus my Constitution modifier. Is that right?
Yes. For purposes of this homebrew, yeah, we want to try and keep these characters a little bit alive, so they will get the opportunity to use their Constitution bonus on top of that to try and beat the 10 mark for the death roll. So people in Ken Sennerin, was any confusion to that? I can furiously hear.
Or someone says,
I will inform you that we've got so many webcams, I can't have the roller on screen as well as the chat.
That is fine.
We will shout our rolls, mate. It's
yes,
fine.
call your rolls.
You will see people's reactions as they do the rolls. So, Sir Janis de Grande, do your future.
Do it, do it. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Give you an idea. This is pretty much David's first ever D&D character to play.
Oh shit!
He's himself, has all his own personal.
Hey,
he's dying.
He's back up.
What'd you roll?
He rolled a 13.
13.
He is stable.
Yeah, unconscious but stable.
Hit unconscious, but he is stable nonetheless. After the paralysing dream that was given to Sir Janis de Grande. For those who remember who failed their Constitution saving checks as well throughout the game, those who did will take 1 point of exhaustion due to the nature of the capture. But you see, so although you know as players he will have passed his death save roll, all of a sudden Sir Janis de Grande stops convulsing, and he is deadly still. What do you do?
I'm going to keep trying to get over to him.
Of course, if I remember correctly, Nyla, you were trying to get yourself over. You were halfway out your cage.
I will reach for her and try and kind of if she can get from me to Jim, and then through me to him. Then I'll help her through, but I can't.
I might try and help as well.
Okay, Nyla, you will get the chance to do either an athletics or acrobatics check to get yourself out of the cage with advantage as the big, huge turtle arm comes over and tries to help pull you out.
Oh wait, I've just remembered. My hands are bound, so it's going to be really weird, awkward help.
Yeah, so you've got the awkward help. That's right, because your hands are bound.
I got 18.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You're out, you're holding on to the turtle as he's you're able to maybe, I don't know, possibly swing over if you wish, but yeah, when 18 we'll see you manage to get over to his cage. So you jump onto Sir Janis de Grande's cage. He is not moving. He doesn't look as if he's breathing.
Okay, right. So I have done all these things. However, I have no healing abilities whatsoever. So I have done this for basically no reason at all. Because I can't do anything.
Or something. Can you perform some? If you can describe what you see to me, I can perhaps do a medical check on him. Check his pulse.
Could do a medicine check.
Check his breathing. Put him on his side to make sure he's not sick.
This will be interesting. I'm going to add a little bit more of a flavour to this. Give us an investigation check.
Well, perhaps you're looking for a bite of some kind.
Investigation. 22.
Holy shit.
Right. That means that you get to roll medicine with advantage because with the help of the description you're describing to him, he's going to tell you back exactly what you hear.
Medicine 20.
20, not a problem. So, from the looks of him, yep, he was convulsing, he was foaming at the mouth, he is now silent. He is breathing. Very faint, but he's breathing nonetheless. Having a quick check over and make sure, other than the wear and tear, the likes of a couple of bumps and bruises, a couple of scars as well, still the little mark from when he was hitting the back of the neck from me, what you kind of realise is the dart. You know this, Nyla, you had the same thing happen to you. Apart from that, you describe everything that you see